Alright, let's play some Super Mario Brothers. This is perhaps my #1 all-time favorite game for the original Nintendo Entertainment System. And today I'm going to be playing until I perish. That is, until I die. Just one time. One death is all it's going to take for me to stop playing. And I really wonder how long it's going to take it for me to die. I mean, the furthest I've ever gone without dying is the fourth world near the end. One of the last stages in the fourth world. There's really no point for me to do anything but get through the level. But I do have to take care to get through it the safest way possible. I am playing this on an emulator on the computer. So if I suffer any lag, I'll let you guys know. So far, so good it seems. Maybe a tiny bit of sort of laggy response from my controller to the game. Alright, got a nice little star there. Okay. Luigi. I'm pretty sure I made this a one-player game. Oh, what did I do 2 players? Oh well, that's no problem. I'll just set my controls. Same thing for player 1 and player 2. And then I can play as both Mario and Luigi. I guess that's a blessing in disguise, really, because I actually prefer Luigi to Mario. Whoa, that was quick. I almost put an end to my run right there. The quest to get the mushroom also was quite dangerous. Here we go. Nice little pop up there. Oh no, oh no. That's dangerous. Okay, there's no mushroom in here. Like that, I'm safe for now. Slide down here. So a lot of times people ask me, you know, why don't you tell the story? You know, I like telling stories. And when people ask me this question, I usually respond to them in one of 2 ways. First way, as I say, dude, I'm all storied out. What that usually means is that I've told so many stories in my lifetime, and sometimes I just feel like I've told one too many, and I just don't have any desire to tell stories anymore. In which case, I just don't. The other option is to actually tell a story. I know it seems like a weird thing to do. Just tell some random stranger who asks you to tell a story. A story. Did I say that right? Well, that's what I do. And no, I'm not going to get the whistle. I'm going to kill the boss. No shortcuts, no cheats through this stage. The other day, this random person came up to me and said, "So, can you tell me a story?" I was like, "What kind of story you want me to tell?" "Oh, just any kind of story." Now, there are a lot of different kinds of stories people can tell. You know, you got your fairy tales, you got your fables, you got your parables, you got your short stories, your novelettes, your novels. You got your stories that can be like summaries of bigger stories, or you can just totally innovate in the storytelling arena by telling a story that starts at the end and goes to this second chapter and, you know, weaves back and forth. Meanwhile, nobody knows what the hell you're talking about, but that's okay, because that's the art of telling a story. You gotta make it compelling, like, you know what I mean? So, as I was saying, this guy was asking me to tell him a story. Again. Okay, but I gotta pay a little more attention in this game now that I'm teeny tiny, and one little mistake's gonna put an end to this game. I'm gonna go down here and get a mushroom. Just gotta make sure nothing's gonna go in the water with me. Alright, that's good. Okay. Come on, Luigi. Believe in you. You can do this. So back to the story of the story that someone asked me to tell. So I was, you know, about to tell them a story because they'd asked me to tell them a story. And they wouldn't specify what kind of story, so I, you know, that's a carte blanche for telling any kind of story I want, really. So I began to tell them the story of the Arrow Village. Okay? Now, the Arrow Village is one of my all-time favorite stories. It's basically a story about this one village a kind of secluded village. Most people kept to themselves, and it was a bit small, and you didn't get too many outsiders coming in. And in this village, there was this one man who thought one day, I'm just gonna take this bow and take this arrow and just shoot the arrow up into the sky. Just, shoot it as high as I can. He didn't pay any heed to where it would land. He just wanted to shoot the arrow into the sky. Before he shot the arrow into the sky, he said a little prayer. He said, to God up in heaven, wherever this arrow lands is up to you. I'm just going to shoot it up into the sky, and you kind of guide it wherever you want it to go. So he pulls back on the arrow, and pulls the bow back. The twine stretches, and you hear a little cracking of the wood because he's stretching it real hard and so. And then, before you know it, she shot that arrow right up into the sky. And of course, the winds start to blow and take the arrow over the winds may take it. And he lost sight of it. It just went out of his vision over the roofs of the houses and whatnot. And he just let it be. He just said, okay, that's it. I shot my arrow up into the sky. He was pretty proud of himself because it seemed like he shot it pretty well. It went really far. He couldn't even know where it went. The next day, someone came and knocked on his door. When he opened the door, the person on the other side explained to him the situation. What had happened was, the arrow had actually hit somebody in the leg and caused a massive injury, forcing the man to spend the day and night in a hospital, tending to his wound. The man asked him if he had known any people who had done such a thing as to shoot an arrow up into the sky, just random like. And he explained that, yes, indeed, he did know such a person. Well, who was it? It was I. I shot the arrow up into the sky. Well, the man interrogating him seemed pretty disturbed. He asked him why. Why did he do such a thing? And then the man explained to him that he just wanted to let God decide whatever happened to that arrow. And then that was that. The man talking to him said, well, looks like you have to take responsibility for this man's injury. And this really perplexed him. He said, how could I? I'm not going to take responsibility for that injury. I didn't guide that arrow straight into his leg. I didn't blow the winds that forced that arrow to cause him to have this horrible injury. How can you blame me for this? All I did was innocently shoot an arrow up into the sky, with no idea of where it would land. Oh, could it actually be my fault if I had no idea where it would land? No, this was absolutely not my fault. This was fate. Fate decided that that arrow would hit someone and hurt them in the leg. You see, you can't blame me for this. I did no crime. If anything, you should accept that life is not fair. Life is not fair, my friend. We never know what fate will come to us. Now I really have to pay attention because I'm small again. Don't like being small. These fire things. This stage's not that too difficult though. I think I'll be okay. Just gotta not get hit by anything. I don't think there's anything hiding back here. Oh yeah, there is, but oh, okay, no problem. Alright, so now I'm back to Luigi. So the man interrogating him actually comes to understand his reasoning. He says, now that I think of it that way, you're right. You really aren't to blame for this. Not at all. Whatever happened is not your fault. It is absolutely the fault of whoever's up there guiding our fate. And even though he agreed, the man who had the injury wasn't willing to just stand idly by and let this man go without punishment. He took him to court, and it was in court that the people of the town agreed that the man was not guilty at all of any crime. When he explained it to them, they saw it the way he said it, and they agreed with him that the man's fate was actually in the hands of some superior being, some god up in heaven who had decided that that arrow should hit him. And that somehow he'd done something to deserve it. And that was that. Everyone accepted that from now on, if anyone shot an arrow up into the sky, wherever it fell, was up to fate, was up to God. It wasn't long before other people started shooting arrows randomly up into the sky, just in curiosity of where it might land. And while many of these arrows landed harmlessly on the ground, or onto the roofs of thatched houses, some did indeed strike people. It wasn't until one actually fatally struck someone that the people of the village began to revisit their logic. Should we really not put the responsibility in the hands of the person shooting the arrow? They asked, once one of their own had died. But no one was willing to change from their previous stance. You see, they'd already made a pretty strong stance, saying that whoever had shot the arrow shouldn't be responsible for where it lands. So the court agreed, and people continued to agree, that arrows shot into the sky are not the responsibility of the person shooting the arrow. But once they're shot into the sky, they're in the hands of God. They're in the arms of the proverbial man in the sky. Well, one day... Wait, I gotta have an intermission, because this story is starting to be a little bit long-winded, don't you see? This story is getting a little long-winded, right? Because you probably don't want to know that the next part of the story is that some outsider is going to come in and he's going to challenge their view of their life, their philosophy and everything, and blah, blah, blah. And it's going to be so stereotypically inane. And you've probably already figured out that either people are going to realize the folly of their ways or continue on in their stupidity. Right? You probably already figured that out. There's probably no real sense in finishing this story, is there? Let me just double check that I am recording. There's been a time when I was recording a video and I forgot to hit the record button. So I thought I was recording, but it wasn't actually recording. Alright? That's a funny story, right? Okay, what do I do here? I think I'm gonna need some help. I need those turtley guys to smash those blocks for me. Gotta hope that there's another turtley guy somewhere around here. Okay, there's one. Whoa. Gotta get rid of these guys first. Oh my, how am I gonna catch this guy? Crud. This could be bad. Oh, that was good. That could have killed me right there. This takes really good timing to hop on a moving turtle shell, you see. Oh, really? All I have to do is go back? Oh, crud. Oh, I'm starting to wake up. No, don't fall in again. Wow, that was a funny sequence of events. Alright, down the hatch. On my way to the end of the stage. Back to the Mario. Alright, Mario gets to do the sun world. Oh boy. The sun stage. It can be pretty tough, this stage, without the tail. Let's see if I can do it. Whoa. Ooh. Big jump. Okay, I made short work of that one. Pretty proud of my performance there. Okay. What's next? Well, if I have to choose between the two, I'd say that stage 4 is the easier option. You just gotta smush that guy. Get your relief from this question mark box. I believe I can shoot it this way. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna get the turtle from the other side now and shoot him. And then I can get my leaf. And then I can fly up here. dash through these blocks and have a really easy time at finishing this stage right now. And here's one of my favorite parts. That's always fun. Oh man, they don't make games like this anymore. Have you guys played the new Oh, I should have paid more attention. I was about to ask, like, what are you guys' opinions on the new Marios? Like, the last Mario that I really allowed myself to dive into was probably Yoshi's Island or Super Mario World, the SNES. You know, the new Mario since then never really appealed to me. I tried N64 Mario a bit, but I couldn't get used to the controls on that one. It was a little wonky for me. Camera angles and whatnot. I was playing it on my PSP at the time, on my emulator, so that probably has something to do with it. I looked at like the Wii Marios and it just didn't seem to do anything for me. Just nothing comes close to the classic Mario Brothers 3. It's like the thematics of the different worlds and everything being really kind of unique and fun. And the bosses and everything. I like things to have a certain level of uniformity. Like, you know, within each world, each stage is going to have a similar background and a similar sort of theme to it. And at the end of each world, you're going to have an airship level, and you're going to have a boss at the end of the airship level. I like that uniformity. I'm not particularly interested in having something completely different from one stage to the next, you know what I mean? And it seems like that's what the Wii Mario is trying to do, is like every stage is absolutely different. And, you know, even though they have like these different galaxies, it's like still all the stages are like weird and different. I don't know. And the final boss fight looks totally retarded to me. Probably just an old man saying crap about new stuff. Oh, and my friend's not stopping bugging me right now. Yo, I'm out of here for now. Playing some Mario. Okay, hopefully he'll stop messaging me. So we get back to the story, right? The Arrow Village story. And you're right. There's an outsider that comes into the village one day, narrowly misses being hit by an arrow, and starts asking people about what had just happened. And they started explaining to him that people like to shoot arrows up in the sky, and they land where they may, based on fate. Of course, this man thought this was ridiculous. How could people risk their own lives based on fate? Surely the person who shot the arrow should take responsibility for the consequences of the arrow shot. Now, this village had lived so long under assuming that, you know, it had been years since that initial incident, and they had gone used to, oh my goodness, they'd gone used to, you know, believing that the arrows, you know, the consequence of the arrow wasn't based on the person shooting the arrow, but based on some kind of invisible deity in the sky. It was become part of their culture. They were entrenched in this belief, and they followed it wholeheartedly. Gotta be careful here. These guys can be a pain. Okay, I'm small, and I'm jumping into the boss tube. Oh, come on, you can do this. You can do this. No pressure, no pressure. Sorry, guys, gotta focus. Booyah! Done and done. World 2, you are finished. Alright, just hoping that I can get past my previous record mark in World 4. The Orange King with the toadstool mushroom bowing down to me. But now we have to continue our path to the princess. She sends a letter, and now we get to play World 3, Stage 1. Stage 1 is not too big of a challenge, but Stage 2, I've always had difficulties with Stage 2 in this world. I don't know what it is about stage 2, but there are times when I just couldn't beat it for the life of me. Or I die like 10 times in a row trying to beat stage 2. And then there are times when I just beat it on my first try. Oh, that was really dumb of me. How could I let him hurt me like that? Alright. Come to me, mush. Mush, mush, mush. Mush, mush. Alright, I gotta dodge this guy here. Go up again. Alright, simple enough. Get to the end of the stage. And that's 2 stars. Alright, it's working out so good so far. Back to the Luigi. Luigi gets to face off against stage 2. I really gotta concentrate for this one. I don't know what it is about the stage, but I always have difficulties with it. Always have difficulties. I always fall in the water somehow. What? No. No, what did I do? No. 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 Yes. Get up. Get up. Get up. Yes. I have to take a breather. That was intense. That was intense. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, snap. Oh, no. Oh, I got this. I got this. Okay, just nice and easy. Work my way over to that block. Let him shoot in the air 2 times. Then jump. Shoot. Jump. Down. Dodge this guy. Anything at the end of this? Nope. Oh. Wow, that was super close. I don't know if... wow. If I'd lost there, I wouldn't have been able to finish the story, right? So, I'd better get back to the story. So yeah, there was this guy just come to the village many years after the original incident that changed everybody's minds about shooting arrows up in the sky and whatnot. Okay. Something tells me that was a bad idea. Okay, I really gotta pay more attention to this. Okay, okay. Okay. Okay, something tells me I did that a little bit early, but let's see. This first. No! Oh, yeah, okay, I'm safe. Yes. Okay. Okay, well done. Now this stage can also be a really annoying stage to beat sometimes as well. As what I probably should say, it can be a real bitch sometimes. Yeah, that wasn't too funny. Okay. We did it. 5 lives. And you're still wondering about how this story is going to end, aren't you? Now, I know I've been skipping out on these mushroom huts, but against these hammer bros in the water, I've died against hammer bros in the water before. It's really annoying sometimes. You're slow in the water, and if you don't get under the hammer bro in time, it can be real tough to kill him. That's why I'm gonna double up on my power-ups here. Alright, that's good. I did it. Okay, got myself a little hammer, huh? This is an easy castle. If ever there was an easy castle, this castle really takes the cake as far as being easy is concerned. As long as you remember which door to jump into, you're gonna get through this, no problem. Anyway, so this guy's in the village, right? And the arrows almost hit him, and he's arguing with everybody, and he's saying, "What is wrong with you guys? How can you actually believe this? This is really strange way to think. It's not logical at all. What kind of people are you? You think shooting arrow in the sky is okay? Whatever it hits, it's not up to you? What? You're gonna kill people that way. People are gonna die." And they're like, Yeah, people have died. A lot of people have died from it, actually. But they're okay with it, because that was just God deciding when it was someone's time to die. Hell, they even made a whole holiday based on shooting arrows into the sky. There was a holiday based on that, where everybody had 3 arrows, and at any point in the time in that day, they had to shoot all 3 of them at the same time, like one after the other. Okay, I have to decide 4 or 5 here. I can't look to my right. Do 4. So he tried to argue his case, but as you could have guessed, as you probably will guess, they didn't listen to him 1 iota, not 1 little bit. Something tells me this is not the best suit for this stage. Greenfish can't jump on them. Before he could actually leave that town, he had to do a 1 little errand, right? Okay, here comes the cloud shooting things at me. Okay. Boing. Whoa, made it through that whole stage without losing the frog suit. That's pretty cool. Mr. Mario, what's your flavor? What's coming up next? Okay, this is good. Because if I beat stage 6, then the bridge to stage 8 will open, and then I can go straight to stage 8, at least for Luigi, I believe. Okay. Let's see. I think this is a nice little leaf. Nope, it's not a leaf. Okay, I would have liked the leaf for this stage. Hopefully I'll find one soon. Okay, that was a bit risky. Uh-oh. Something tells me this is not going to be an easy jump. Okay, here we go. Okay. Shoot this out. Alright. Really want a leaf. Ah, no leaf. Still no leaf. Those white squares down there at the bottom can be really tricky sometimes for first timers in this stage. Oh, that was silly of me. Okay. I think this is the end. No! That was really impatient of me. Really impatient of me. Well, there you have it. I ended up dying at World 8, Stage 6 today. I may try again, make another video like this at some point, and continue talking to the camera while I play. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day, everybody.